And welcome back to our second round here in Halle. And now we got the finalists from the spontaneous locals yesterday that were held to prepare for today's tournament. And we got the winner from yesterday.
Not only the finalists, but the winner.
Yeah, the winner from yesterday for our second round feature match. That's pretty exciting, if you ask me. I played the locals yesterday, and it was fun. And I also played against the winner from yesterday.
Yeah,
and,
we're talking about Patrick, by the way, who is on the right. He's playing against Janis on the left, and I would say the players.
They don't see that.
We see yeah. But I would say the players may start, and we go to the match. So no doors are closed, and now we can talk about why we featured Patrick, because we didn't only feature him because he won yesterday, but he's playing Zombie.
Yeah, and that's a pretty cool deck.
And he did so yesterday as well, right?
He played Zombie yesterday, that's why I remembered him, because my flip monsters did stand no chance against his zombie monsters.
Yeah, we don't know what Jans is playing yet, so it's we leave that blank for now, but we will see very shortly. And round 2 is underway. Both players were able to win their respective round 1.
We get a zombie mirror match.
That would be
hilarious.
There are actually 5 zombies here today, so it's very possible. Pot of Greed is a good card in every deck, if you ask me.
Yes.
And we see a...
Oh my god. That's hype.
And then we have it, because Janis is also on zombies. We have a zombie mirror match here. Zombie This is very exciting. I didn't expect that at all.
Me neither. I just had.
This will be amazing. Okay, so Sangan is being normal summoned on Patrick's board side here, setting 2, passing back to Janis. Not quite in the mood to crash today. Just want to keep it there and let Janis attack for it to get a search.
Yes.
So Janis right now does not know what Patrick's playing. I hope it's a zombie mirror and we didn't just switch player sides.
That would also be hilarious, but for other reasons.
Yeah. And it would be completely my fault, because I taught our operator who is on which side, so maybe I just taught them the wrong sides.
Yeah, and we can't look into the hands quite yet.
Okay, so Turtle attacks over Sanger. Let's see what hopefully Patrick gets here.
Yes.
If it's a zombie card, we know we are right.
But it's a serpent.
It's a serpent.
That's also a good card in every deck.
Yes, it for sure is.
Because you can, for those who are not that familiar with Goat format, you have a lot of cards that require to discard, and the Sinister Serpent has not received his errata yet, so you can add it back in standby phase multiple times.
I saw a mummy in Patrick's hand, so we are indeed correct here. It is a zombie mirror.
We don't talk about cards in hand, and there we got the discard for our Tribe Infecting Virus, and it is indeed the Sinister Serpent that gets back to Patrick's hand next turn. And he saves...
He was able to destroy the Pyramid Turtle on Janis' side of the field.
And now we get a Heavy Storm that gets rid of both back rows on Patrick's side, but also Janis' other back row gets removed. But
we saw that a lot today already. Solemn Judgment being activated and saying no.
Solemn Judgment is a card. It definitely is a card. One of the cards of all time, I would say.
The old wise man stretching his hand out in the open and says, "Objection!" Rageki Break is the answer of Janis. And we see a Rikoki being discarded, popping that Mirror Force. And now he's able to crash a Recruiter into Tribe to potentially get another Rikoki. And that is exactly what we are about to see. Turtle. Oh, that's even better. Oh, this is so good.
Oh yeah, that creature swap just maybe sealed the deal, because 3,900 life points are not that many.
Yeah, it's not gained quite yet, but it's a lot of damage which will be dealt right now.
Yes.
Cocky will be summoned probably. Maybe you go into another Recruiter, but I doubt it. Maybe Vampire Lord.
Maybe Vampire Lord. I don't think Vampire Lord does anything, but...
it is Vampire Lord.
It is Vampire Lord. That's crazy.
Okay, so maybe Jan is only playing one Cocky, or he just values Vampire a lot more. And let's see what Janis calls here. He calls traps, and we see Skill Drain being dropped to the from the deck by Patrick.
Skill Drain in the matchup where your opponent also don't need his effects on field is not that good of a card. So maybe get rid of a dead draw is a good strategy, especially the dead draws in the zombie deck. And yeah. Now
very unfortunate for Patrick that he has a mirror match, and we see card of safe return by Janis.
Card of safe return. Now I know why he's playing the Vampire Lord.
Yeah, this does make a lot of sense.
So now
Serpent
in
goes back to hand.
phase we add the Serpent back, and now we'll have to see how we get rid of these two very oppressive monsters on Janis' side of the field.
And that's not an easy task for Patrick at all. Also, an interesting thing to consider here. This is why it's also interesting that Patrick sent Skill Drain from his deck. He might lose this game. So how much information do you try to conceal here? Oh, we see a Snatch. It could be a very good way back, touching that Vampire Lord. So maybe you don't need to conceal anything, because there is the mummy, and now we have it officially. Zombie mirror match in round 2 of GGP Halle. This is just exciting.
Yeah, and what did the zombie say to the tribe infecting virus? Nice to eat, yeah, and that's what he does. And
and now we see the Vampire Lord effect kicking in for Patrick, so Janis can spin out his deck. Let's see what Patrick called. Maybe spell, maybe trap. Hopefully not monsters.
Yeah, monster. He gets rid of a spell card, and there are a lot of good spell cards in Goat format, so spell is definitely a good option. And maybe getting rid of the skill drain the turn before, that was I wanted to say before the Snatch Seal was activated, is informing him that he plays skill drain might be to lure him into boarding more back row removal and then boarding yourself out of it. So that's also an information game you could play.
Yeah, but getting rid of Nobleman on Janis' side definitely is the correct play. It's pretty dead in this matchup. This is the drawback of Vampire Lord, to being able to give your opponent the opportunity to thin out the deck. And now Tribe is being summoned. And I believe if you destroy Vampire Lord here, it will not come back, because it wasn't destroyed by an opponent's card effect, but your own.
Ooh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so Vampire Lord should not return next turn, but Tribe, this is just game. Yeah, it is! Attack with Tribe for game! And Zombie wins this one. Who would have expected it?
Yeah, it's a dead serious allegation that a zombie won against a zombie. Would you say this is cannibalism?
I don't know. I mean, maybe it's more like necro. Let's not dive into that one, because zombies are already dead.
Stop it, he's already dead. Okay, yeah.
We are having way too much fun here. Quickly reminder for you, because it was asked in the previous round, yeah, I can look at the chat. I pull it up sometimes. We won't focus on that much, but if you have a burning question in your heart, in your mind, then please ask it. We try to respond to it. And
or if you have a very good zombie joke, we also maybe read it out.
Yeah, we appreciate that even more than a good question, because good zombie jokes are a rare thing. Even rarer than fresh meat, which they really want to eat.
Yeah. That's the thing. Okay, now we are looking at both of our players siding, and what do you side in a zombie mirror match?
I have no earthly idea.
Do you think one of them prepared for the situation?
I don't think one of them prepared for a mirror match, entering a gold tournament with zombie. And again, we have 5 zombies here today, so not that of a rare side, but definitely surprising. And Jan is going for the rare changing sleeves strategy, definitely something we don't see every day.
Yeah, I mean, times are rough, and maybe he does not want to. He wants to save the ocean, so that we get no zombie fishes in the future.
Probably, but let's on a serious note. I don't really know how you side in this match. You probably like they are beat-down decks, so you probably want to side in cards like Sakuritsu Armor or stuff. But it's a very, very interesting matchup because both players rely on recruiters probably and on swaps. We didn't see any recruiter on Patrick's side, but for sure he's playing them.
Yeah, I don't want to take that one away, but I saw one yesterday for sure.
Yeah, playing zombies without recruiter is just madness.
I mean, the thing that makes zombie that good is that you got recruiters, you can search with your recruiters. And you have other recruiters that search your recruiters. And you get actually decent monsters out of your Pyramid Turtles.
Yeah, that is a very big point because getting a monster with 2400 attack is no easy feat in Goat format, and just getting it from one recruiter is really, really clutch. And that's why Zombie actually is a pretty viable deck. Patrick had the disadvantage in game 1, I would say, simply because he played cards like Skill Drain, which are completely dead, pun intended, in this matchup.
Yeah, I believe the skill drains went out for sure this time, and maybe I don't want to get in cards I saw from his sideboard yesterday, but there are some interesting cards in there for sure, and maybe we'll see them now in game 2, and I'll point it out if I see them.
Yeah, do that for sure. You played Goat Control yesterday.
I played Goat Control yesterday, and I lost in game 3 timeout by 200 life points difference against Patrick, so it was very close.
Just a quick reminder, if you just tuned in, Patrick actually won the local, which we had yesterday to prepare for the event, so he is a winner already in this venue on this weekend. So maybe he can take the momentum all the way, but he has to come back from a defeat in game 1 here in round 2 against a deck he should be very familiar with.
Yes, I'm still flabbergasted by the fact that we are seeing a zombie mirror.
It's actually pretty funny because we wanted to feature Patrick in round 1, but his opponent declined to be on stream, and this was a grace in disguise because now we have a zombie mirror, which we didn't expect at all.
And a grace in disguise is this graceful charity that is activated by Patrick now, and the good thing about Grace is that you can easily discard your Ryokoki that was it's glued to Patrick's starting hand. He had it like yesterday in every game I watched him, he had Ryokoki on the start hand, and you can get easily rid of it with your Graceful Charity, and you may have a lot of other cards that are good in your graveyard.
It definitely enables my opinion, that we see a recruiter, most important card in that matchup, this is Book of Life. Like, Book of Life is such a good card in the mirror match especially, because not only you get your own zombie back, you also deny your opponent a valuable resource from their grave.
Yes.
And this is a
we saw a card of Safe Return. And
for Janis.
Janis, and if he loses his zombies in grave, there is the Exiled Force that get rid of the Giant Rat.
Swords! That's a good card out of the side deck.
Yeah, that must have come from the side deck. And we got another back row. And maybe we see pros.
Typhoon, but not electing to destroy swords, but rather the set Call of the Haunted.
This would also that saves the next recruiter that maybe hits the board.
Yeah, would have also been able to, as you said, would have been able to this is why he didn't elect to destroy swords, because then there is Book of Life.
Yeah, and that's a huge push.
This is half damage. This is exactly 4k life right now being reduced.
And that's why zombies are dangerous. Stay away from the graveyard, my friends, because there might be a zombie inside.
And if you are catching yourself digging up a grave, stop doing it immediately, because there might be zombies in there.
Yes, but you just have to shove them back in. It's that easy.
You can do it like Goofy.
But you have to see if Janis is able to shove the zombie right back into the graveyard, or if he has to deal with it otherwise.
Yeah,
there's just a set monster.
Jan's definitely in a rough spot right now.
And what would you set there? It must be a recruiter, right?
It's probably a recruiter in game. And there's a nobleman. He kept in. I was just talking about the fact that you.
should seal the deal, and maybe
That's just game!
That's just game. It's that easy. Just draw the out.
And I was just talking about setting a recruiter as a smart play here, because you normally would side out noblemen for this matchup, but maybe Patrick was anticipating that and kept them in for full success here.
Just maybe, like, I think flip monsters are too good to not play them, especially in game 2, where you would expect your opponent to board out of your noblemans, because they might seem that in a matchup. They get even better because you are more likely to set your monsters, and then nobleman gets better in situations where it shouldn't be.
Yeah, but I don't think you have room for flips in zombie. Like, we know for sure Patrick will not play it because he made skill drain, and I don't think you will have any flips. Maybe one random magician, but I doubt it. So keeping nobleman in is really just to target the set recruiters. Also, maybe to snipe a Reaper, which can potentially be set if it's not being searched out by a recruiter.
Also a zombie. I hadn't made that connection.
Yeah, you can special Reaper with Turtle, which is really good, and you can rebond it with Book of Life and stuff. So we saw that both players are able to use their zombies to full effect in games. They both were pretty one-sided, so we are yet to see an exciting and back to forth match. And I believe we will see it in game 3.
Yeah, and we saw Janis swapping his sleeves again, and also Patrick shuffling it up. And we are heading straight into game 3 with the fist bump, and
both players really gracious with their fist bumps.
Yeah.
I think I can imagine it's just a very friendly atmosphere there. Both are zombie brothers in mind and spirit, so it's like they have to respect the situation, which is just hilarious.
They brain rot together, and there's a delinquent duo. And it's nice, the center card.
It's a turtle.
Always the center card.
So
you draw your good card with the third draw.
Duo is even better in zombies than other decks, because your opponent now has a monster engraved. So Book of Life is potentially live just now.
But there's just the set.
Oh, no offensive play.
No offensive play, yes.
And we also see creature swap in Patrick's list, so he's also on the swap recruiter package, like he should be, because it's really, really good.
Yes. And there's the regenerating mummy. It's like the coolest zombie that's legal in Goat format.
To explain what it does, if it gets discarded by an opponent's card effect from hand, it is a Sinister Serpent, basically. It just gets back to the hand. So mummy had to be the top deck, because otherwise you would have discarded with duo.
Yeah.
Because it is the counter duo.
Yeah, it's and like it has also a decent stat line.
Oh, and now Janis has Tri plus Serpent. This is really, really good. And Decree on Janis' side, and we see the
the Ring of Destruction is a good chain to the Decree.
So this probably was a bit of a misplay by Janis not decreeing in the end phase of Patrick, because this would shut down the ring for good. And now Patrick was able to chain it here, and Janis has lost quite a bit of life. But there's the Book of Life, and as mentioned, it is live here, but there's no zombie in Janis' grave, right?
Yeah.
No, there is no zombie.
Just be a tribe infecting virus.
And a serpent, but no zombie.
And a zombie, and they both could be zombies, but there are no.
And I hear them laughing and shouting, so they're aware of the situation. Janis is on 3/6 life points with no protection.
And
so
this
is dangerous. Another mummy hitting the board.
Mummy.
Attacking Janis is one mummy attack away from just losing it here. Maybe we see another quick one.
With one mummy, there are many, so maybe.
Yeah, Patrick with a back row, probably not a trap, otherwise he wouldn't have said it. And there is Sword. This is a good card to buy Janis some time. If there is not a Typhoon or something under there for Patrick. And Exiled Force getting rid of the mummy on Patrick's board. So Patrick now has to clear swords and find a monster to find a game shot here, and he's not able to. He just passes play, swords tick to 1, and Janis enters his turn.
Yeah, and
just passes back.
Just passes back, and Patrick is in a situation where he's like very comfortable with his 6,000 life points, and he is not under that much of pressure.
I don't want to interrupt you, but there's some exciting gameplay happening, because guess what? Patrick passed right back.
Yes, but Janis did a very interesting play by getting his serpent out of the graveyard.
Yeah, he forgot
like
it.
a real zombie card, and then set a mysterious card on the board. I wonder what it could be.
Probably
and,
some
there's
heavy
a heavy storm.
So if there's so we don't see Ragigi Break chained. So maybe there's a nobleman in hand. There's a tribe to be. So Ragigi Break wasn't chained. And
Just
it's
attacked into the serpent. Who would have known? And there's a back row.
Back row for putting Janis again in desperate need to do something here. But one recruiter can be all he needs to come back. Just crash into the tribe. He is not protected by decree anymore. That's a Grace.
And Grace could be a possible recruiter.
With Serpent in hand, this is an insane pickup. I assume it was a top deck. This can get Janis all he needs to mount a comeback here.
So what are the cards you want to draw now? You want a monster?
Yeah.
But you also want to get rid of...
Book of Life, also very good pickup. Now that Cocky hits the graveyard.
I mean,
we know
he has the Book of Life.
Card of Safe Return! This is so much
and
advantage.
Card of Safe Return and now he gets probably rid of the turtle.
Gets rid of the turtle, and now he probably... he also discards the Reaper, but he gets back Cocky and he gets another card.
Cocky is stronger than the Tribe Infecting Virus, in fact, so Reaper wouldn't have done anything.
No, I just wanted to point out that it was in there, because we didn't see it that clearly with the Grace discard. So now the question is Patrick's back row life. Another Book of Life!
Second Book of Life, and now it gets crazy.
Wow, another card!
And another card drawn by the Card of Safe Return, and the second zombie from Patrick's graveyard got removed, so he's just one more regenerating mummy in there.
Yeah, and also, if the back row on Patrick's side is not live, this is devastating because he's going to lose his tribe and also his card in hand. But what do we see here?
Summon
for a Vampire Lord.
That's crazy.
This is good with Card of Safe Return on the board.
Yes.
So and there's a Mirror Force.
There's a Mirror Force, and that's not that bad because
it is horrible because Janis is now in a one monster summon away from just losing. Look at his life points.
Yeah, of course he's one monster summon away, but he has a back row and he possibly gets back his Vampire Lord if there's
for another
Book
draw.
Of Life.
Yes, of course, but there is the third
Book of Life. And now there are no more mummies in Patrick's graveyard, so
it's a circle of life just with books. This is crazy.
The Reaper has a very bad matchup into the Tribe Infecting Virus.
Not
there's
anymore.
No Snatch Steal, because if there is no Tribe Infecting Virus.
Wow. Okay, so
Patrick's matchup gets a lot better.
Patrick gets some life points back here, but something the Reaper back was also okay because Patrick had to use one resource in hand to clear it, so this makes it more unlikely that he is able to game shot. But yeah, these 3 Book of Lives with Card of Safe Return on board, and now Vampire Lord indeed returns. This is so good for
Vampire
Janis.
Lord gets for another draw.
Vampire Lord should be returned here right now. So
but
there's a decree.
No Vampire Lords.
Maybe Vampire Lord is mandatory, right?
I'm not sure.
I need to stop them there.
Yeah, we just get the notified that Vampire Lord might be mandatory, and in fact would be bad if it gets forgotten there in the graveyard, because every zombie should resurrect once in their lifespan.
Yeah.
And there he is. He returned, and he brought with him another draw.
Yeah, game state is easy fixable now because I believe Patrick would have torrential anyway, and then we would have seen the decree flip. So it should be all good here. I don't know why Patrick is now searching his... because of Vampire Lord attacked, so this is why Patrick is going into the deck. So yeah, easy fix here for us. Nothing happened.
And it's not quite game yet, right? I'm not... No, the numbers doesn't.
And I want to reply to a comment from Jake who's saying Vampire Lord sucks, and I would say, yeah, he's sucking blood and he's sucking life points because
and he's sucking traps out of Patrick's deck.
Yeah, I mean, this was really good Vampire Lord here, getting value out of the Mirror Force, getting another card.
Why would you call for traps in this situation where you have decree up?
I don't know, but it doesn't matter because Patrick was down on resources and just loses here, and this was a really, really cool game and an amazing comeback by Janis, who looked like a certain loser in game 3, but then Card of Safe Return and triple Book of Life brought him everything back he needs. And I think if you're doubting the strength of Zombie in Gold format, just watch this feature image back and you see how good and explosive this deck can be.
Yeah, because in every single of the 3 games we saw Zombie putting up a stellar performance.
Yeah, because we saw 3 dominating games, and also game 3 was the back and forth we were wishing for, because Patrick looked like a sure winner at first.
Yes, it was a very close game, and Patrick was 1 bite away from winning this, but then Janis clawed himself back out of the grave, and
okay, I leave you alone for like 30 more seconds because I want to ask Janis if he wants to do an interview. And then
I'm always getting left alone here. I'm not sure if that's a good idea, but yeah. So while they are talking in the background without closing the door, like they were told to do, I got another Halle fact, and the Halle fact of this round 2 is that Halle in fact has the most number of known musicians from the 1500s to this day. Like the most known musicians from the year 1500 were from Halle.
I need to interrupt you for a very important question by Wes Fowler. Is that a wig?
No, I do not wear wigs.
It is indeed his natural hair, I can confirm that.
Yes, that's definitely my real hair and no wig.
Okay, so I have the confirmation we will have a winner interview with Janis. So we will be on a break for just a few minutes there, and then we will back with Janis at any moment. Anything you want to say to the conclusion for that match?
No, I think it was very exciting to see this, and yeah.
Okay.
I hope there will be no grave turner by this Zombie performance.
We will see you in 1 or 2 minutes. We are back with the winner of an exciting round 2 feature match, the Zombie Master himself, Janis. Janis, how do you feel after that match?
I feel quite nervous because I've not recovered quite well from the misplay in the second duel, where I throw out my Serpent and not my Cookie to make my Graveyard Life for Book of Life.
Okay, so you made a mistake. We didn't even catch that. So you discarded the wrong card for.
Yes.
For here we saw you looking into your grave and realizing you don't have a zombie there, right?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
In that moment, I've thought like, it's done, it's over. I can't win this. But Graceful Charity,
You recovered.
got me real good.
Yeah, let's talk about that Book of Life with Card of Safe Return. How many Book of Life did you have in hand? Or did they come all with Card of Safe Return draws?
One came from Card of Safe Return, the others I've already had in hand.
Okay, so this card really sealed the deal for you in Game 3. How many copies are you playing?
I played 3 Book of Life and 3 Card of Safe Return.
3 Card of Safe Return. Do they feel kind of bricky for you? Or?
Sometimes. There's sometimes these duels where I like draw only cards that I can't use in the moment, and it's quite tilting, but sometimes I got very good hands, like in the duel you just saw.
Yeah, let's talk about your round 1. What did you play against, and what did you win against?
I played against a standard Chaos Turbolist, I would say, and the duel was quite crazy because the first duel he won, then we played till deck out.
Wow, till deck out.
Till deck
this
out.
is crazy.
Till deck out, and I won. And then the third match was time rulings, and both of us just had 2 turns.
Yeah.
And he has just a set card. He had 2 upstart goblin in hand.
Oh, this is really bad. This is not a good spot at all.
And I had, in my last turn, he started. In my last turn, I had Pyramid Turtle and Exiled Force. Popped his face down with the Exiled, attack for game, and won.
This has to be such a beautiful feeling to win such a close game.
Yes.
So you are definitely confident now in your deck choice. But what made you go with zombies for such an important and big tournament today?
It was when I came back to Goats. It was my first deck that I've built, like because I have all the cards at home, and I stick with it. I've grinded on the ladder and made it better and better and better, and I just like the spice. I just like the spicy decks. I don't like this like generic regular deck list. It's like my project, my baby, and I grinded it.
I understand.
Good feeling for me.
Yeah, it's working out quite well. And what was your internal reaction when you saw Patrick normal summoning a mummy in late in game 1 and you saw it was a mirror match?
It was a cool feeling having a zombie mirror match in the feature match. I like it because I just want to see the gold world. There's more decks than just Chaos Turban Warrior out there.
Yeah, and we talked about it on stream. We have 5 zombies here
Nice.
today, so it's a good representation. And did you prepare for the mirror match? Did you know what to side or no at all? Huh?
I just saw the skill drain and then I thought I would maybe go with Decree. And I think it just worked out well for me.
Okay, obviously you're now a big contender for this tournament. What's your goal for today? Like, where did you? How far can you go?
I don't know. I would really enjoy to win a playmat.
Okay, so top 8 then.
Yes. But yeah, I have no real plans. I go with the flow and hope to make it far.
Just take it one match at a time. This is a very, very good approach. Janis, congratulations again to a great victory. Do you have any shoutouts for anyone?
Shout out to Finn and Niels, my friends already playing out there in this tournament. My friend Salim, who just couldn't make it this time, and all the gold world out there.
Okay, Janis, we will watch your progression closely. Maybe we see each other on Top Cut again, and thank you very much for the interview.
Bye.